Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, what we're going to be talking about is how to turn what you're passionate about into a reality and how to achieve your goals with what you're passionate about. And so what I'm particularly focusing on today are two important concepts that are stimulating for me today that I've come across, and I thought that would be perfect to make a video with. And so just to give some context on why I'm making a video like this, well, I'm in a situation right now where, I have things I'm passionate about. I have goals that I want to achieve. And, that's a big reason why I'm making this video right now to post onto YouTube. I don't want to be stuck working a job that I don't like. And, you know what I mean? I'm sure that there's a lot of people out there who could resonate with that experience. And so to get into the tips that I found to be relevant for this particular issue of trying to, make the things that you're passionate about, the goals that you have with that, a reality. And that is number one, so recently I was watching this podcast, or it wasn't a podcast, it was a documentary on Bill Gates, and he was talking about, he was basically showing a strategy that he uses to help him solve problems that, he's interested in. And this method was basically he would check out like 13 books a week on this subject or issue he was trying to solve, and he would read all of them. And basically, when I was watching this documentary, I realized that this method that he is using of, intaking so much valuable information on a specific subject is actually very effective for something I could use as a personal strategy to help me achieve my goals. And, basically I wanted to try it out. I wanted to try to apply it to this particular pursuit of uploading YouTube videos. And so I recently created a really long list of books that I wanted to start to read in order to try to maximize the amount of information I'm getting on this subject so that I can act in the best way possible. In order for me to get the most out of my effort, I have to be informed and I have to have knowledge that is going to give me the advantage, that's going to guide my action. And so, to get into concept number two, one of the books that I was reading, in order to execute this strategy of reading many books on your subject that you want to achieve progress with. One of the books was The War of Art by Steven Pressfield. And in this book, there's a very important concept I think is relevant to the aim of this video, which is to help somebody achieve their goals with what they're passionate with. And basically, he talks about this concept of overcoming resistance. And he says how the hardest part of making what you're passionate about a reality is actually doing the hard work, doing the thing that matters. And in this instance, that would be, for me personally, if I'm applying that concept to my situation, it would be recording a video. That would be the hardest part of the process, is actually sitting down and doing it. And so that was like basically the first concept in this book that he talks about. And I think it's relevant to this video because these two things combined, this Bill Gates kind of method that I referred to earlier of digesting a large amount of highly valuable material on the subject you're trying to make progress with, combined with this concept of overcoming resistance and actually just realizing that the hardest part and the most important part of making progress with your passions is sitting down and doing it. When you combine both of these things, you combine the mental aspect with the physical, actually doing it aspect of the process, I think it leads to a pretty powerful combination with getting really good results in terms of achieving the thing that you want to achieve with your passion. And so that's basically it for this video. And just to wrap it up one more time, the purpose of this video is to try to help somebody out there who is struggling with, they have something that they're passionate about, but they're also weighed down by having to work a 9-to-5. And I wanted to share 2 important concepts in order to, help someone who's in that situation that are relevant to me today. And what that was number 1 was the Bill Gates concept. His method of approaching issues, and that was to, create a list of a large amount of very important resources on the subject that you are trying to make progress with, and then have a strategy of obsessively trying to gain that information and read those books, combined with this concept of overcoming resistance, which means to basically just sit down and actually do the work, the thing that is the most important, and the thing that is the hardest part of the process. And so that's it for today's video. And I think that if you apply these 2 concepts with something that you're passionate about, I really do think that this can make a huge difference. And so that's it for today. So if you've liked this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.